What's going on? Coming back at you. 4-0 win. Everyone's feeling good here at the Turin Giants. Dash, how you jiving tonight?
Celebrate good times. Celebrate good times. Come on!
Oh, jeez. The last part. The last part's a bit
That's
much,
the mood.
Oh, man. So
Dude,
welcome everyone. Hopefully everyone's jiving tonight.
Yeah, we're all bobbing our heads. We're all nodding. Some people are probably watching the Inter Fiorentina game. Don't blame you.
That is still going on. That is very true. And you're coming in hot. That's why we're late. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
This is the latest. 4 minutes. That is the latest we have ever been. So
technically 2, but we had to wait for the credits. Hypothetically.
Okay, whatever. Couple minutes. Regardless. We try to be on time. I hate these lives. I hate lives that they're scheduled and you're excited for it. You show up. You know, you got a busy schedule. You got things to do. And they're like, oh no, we're just another 15 minutes. No big deal.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? Nah.
I got held up in apparently they were pouring concrete on a side street out of nowhere. And it didn't even have the cones this morning on my route there. And then I got home and I'm like, why is there a buildup?
Oh, I hate that.
And I was like, oh, hey, cement truck out of nowhere.
And you just freaking out. You're like, oh no, I got places to be.
Just like, no, because like I saw it and I'm like, oh crap.
Hell no.
Like, I mean, don't you guys have that? Like, has that ever happened to anybody here where it's like, Bone says, ooh, wheel.
Yeah.
That one's for you, Bones. But yeah, I just hate unexpected construction, and it's Michigan, so it's like the pothole capital of the world. So,
you know, it does get worse. Like in the Maritimes, like when you get all the salt and the weather fluctuations all the time. I thought it was bad. It was funny because when I came back to Ontario, people were complaining about how bad our roads are. And I was like, man, out east, it is absolutely trash. Like. And they don't even try to fix the potholes out there. They just like throw a plug in there. And then like the first time a big heavy truck comes over, it just like pops out the plug and there's just a big massive hole again.
There's plugs. You guys use plugs?
Out there they do. Yeah, they don't do it right.
Yeah, I was gonna say Michigan is like an atrocity. Like if anyone lives in the US, they'll see like worst ranked roads and Michigan is like number 1.
But yeah, you do have bad roads overall. I will give you that.
It is absolutely terrible, and without being political or anything like that, but our governor decided to do like 50 million road projects now because it's a re-election year. So
so it's all at once. I can't stand
all at once. And the thing is like the funny thing again, anybody, I'm not trying to be political here, just saying something, but yeah, we were like ranked for the last 3 years. We were like ranked worst in road maintenance. And then like out of nowhere, like 2 or 3 months ago, we just started seeing orange cones everywhere. And like there's no alternate routes because the alternate routes have construction.
Oh, really? Oh,
that
would drive me absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
I'm bad. I hate traffic. I cannot stand it. So like I live out in the country now for the most part.
I envy you. I envy you so much.
But you know what? You think it's better. And it is better than like an urban center. But man, the old people, they are so slow. Like 20 under the speed limit. I just want to like punch myself like right in the groin. And it's all single lane stuff, right? Fiorentina just scored. They just tied it up.
Did they?
Yeah.
All right, breaking news update. Fiorentina just tied the game. It is 3-3 going into the last couple minutes of the match.
Yeah, I'm just watching the ticker, but yes. Please go on.
It works for us, guys, because, again, with a Fiorentina tie, that means Inter is below, if you catch my drift.
Yes.
Below us.
Below your drift?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Of course, Fubo. Why would you not give me the stream so I can try to watch it as we do this? The things I want to punch. Speaking of punching things, traffic and Fubo TV.
Really that bad?
It's just they know the only thing I ever watch is Juventus or Serie A, but number one, obviously Juventus. No, I got to scroll down like 3-4 lines to get to what I want to watch. And they ask you what you want to watch. And then the other funny thing is like, which profile do you want to choose when you log into? Well, I'm the only profile. And then there's like a little checkbox. It's like, check this if you want to see this less often. Basically saying this is the primary profile. Don't ask me every time. But I'm the only profile. And I've checked that box. Every time I log in, it asks me who's watching. Why? Why, Fubo? Why do you do this? But we're mostly just stalling right now because we expect people to roll in here right after the game.
We're giving folks because I believe some folks. I mean, it's a great game. Here, I'll while we're talking, I'll just present because I got the FOT. Yeah, I got the FOT mob on. So just because it's an interesting game, I'll just slap it on here. Even though, again, we're not an inter channel, but whatever. Just because we love you guys. So
I mean, it's part of the league table, right? So
yeah,
it counts. But we can go over some of the silly news. Let's just get the Bonucci stuff out of the way. He is not signing a new contract. So there was an option in his current contract that gave him an extension, essentially. So he's activating that extension. So
see, I knew it. I knew it. I knew something like that was because like everybody was like sitting there and like even like for example some other YouTubers like posted like, oh yeah, this is a really crappy project if we're re-signing Bonucci. I'm like sitting there, I'm like, dude, like no, because the club physically said they're not doing all negotiations for renewals have been put on hold until January.
Yeah, so this is Bonucci and or his agent activating an option. And the club can't really do anything about that.
You can't, yeah, because you put it in there. Yeah, like
the face I want to punch is Lataro's.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, we could roll with that one.
Like he's actually not wrong with that. Like Lautaro does have a really punchable face. Like I don't know why. It's just because he has like a baby face and he's like 24 years old and he has like a 16-year-old face.
You know who I would punch before Lautaro is
Conte?
Sure, I'm talking about players, but current players.
I would love to deck Conte though. It'd be funny just to see his reaction because he's like not even that tall and I'm like over 6 feet, so I could just go like this, just put my hand out to him.
Tally? You don't show it on camera. Interesting.
I'm a grower, not a shower, Dave. Jeez.
I see. But if I had to punch two guys in Serie A right now, it would be Barella and Tonali.
You know, that's not bad. That's actually like, yeah, we're gonna start our poach match review session. We're gonna say, who do you want to deck in the schnoz? And looks like no, is it? I gotta do this real quick. Apparently, there is a goal scored by Henry Mkhitaryan. It is 4-3. I repeat, 4-3 Inter Fiorentina.
Really? Because it's not showing there or on my screen.
Well, might be. I might have ejaculated prematurely here.
Yep. Maybe.
I just see the thing here. You know, the funny thing is when we're watching the game with the whole Rabiot thingamadoodle, I have the game on this screen here, so I was watching it here, and I had FOTMob on my furthest screen away over here because I know you asked me that, and then someone else asked me that. Like, were you watching FOTMob? I even have the clip saved, so like I can show you guys. Like, my head was completely turned this way, and I was just like,
I looked. FOTMob still showed 3-0. Yeah, okay, it just came up 4-3.
I gotcha.
But yeah, no, I did just check. You want to make a short? I did finally download that video again, so I can.
I have it in our stream decks, but yeah,
the reactions, and that is something I wanted to do, but I got pretty busy for a lot of the day, so I didn't. Yeah. I made a video. I did Kevin's video, so it's not like I slacked off, guys. Like I still made a video. So if you haven't seen that, it's the match day in 90 seconds. It's basically Kevin's footage, and he strings it all together in a nice 90-second clip.
I kind of want to know how they scored that goal because it says here Mkhitaryan attempts to cross into a packed Fiorentina box, but it's straight into the arms of the grateful Tataruzano, who is in no hurry to release the grasp on the ball. Did he like drop it?
Or did he grab it like behind the line? So there's been a few weird ones. So yesterday, obviously the Rabiot goal, but I caught the last 15 minutes of the Manchester game, and Manchester tied it up, and it was extra time anyways, like 92nd minute, with a ball that just snuck over the line as well. Had the game up 1-1 there, Man U and Chelsea.
Yeah,
So,
that game was weird because like even with like Broya's penalty that he got for Chelsea, like that was an odd game.
So, like this is common knowledge now, right? That Ronaldo isn't really playing or is not.
I think he got suspended. I think he's suspended. That's what
But he's
Fatma
out of
told
the
me.
he's out of the project though.
Oh
From
yeah,
what I understand.
he's completely done. He is
Yeah.
finito.
So fanboys, I'm sorry. It's not looking good. But let's move on. Chiesa.
Yeah. This game is dunzo, so
Oh, yeah. Oh, official.
almost official. There's no
Almost
reason to
official.
share it.
You never know. But Chiesa, anyway, scored 2 goals with the Primavera today. I mean, it was a Bush League match, really. But he did. I looked at one of his goals. There was footage of one of them. He was putting weight on the leg. He was changing direction. He was sprinting, dribbling. He looked good. So, yeah, not a real match. I get it, but he did look good. So,
It's still, man. I mean, even though he's playing against the youngsters, he scored 2 goals in the first 45 minutes. I mean, you still gotta run, you gotta cut, you gotta shoot. I mean, unfortunately, we can't get highlights on those, but like he still did what he needed to do. Like it's not really anything you can be upset about.
it was the official Juve Twitter that had the one goal. So I mean, check it out if you really want to see it. It's not that hard to find. But yeah, we can't steal their. I don't think we can steal their Twitter stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. I think there's copyright stuff going on there.
But
is that a sound effect or did something drop?
no, so I have a very good airflow here, and because I rushed to get down here, I left the door open. So like there's like a wind tunnel effect that goes whoop.
Yeah, for sure.
It sucks harder than Inter.
Oh, nice. Okay. Bad joke.
Yeah, bad joke, but
we've gone 15 minutes. Okay, it's not bad.
But I mean, we had to kind of veer off topic just because it's a little bit nuts with the game that happened. I mean, there is a lot of controversy. There is apparently a missed call, even a missed red card on I think it's DeMarco or someone from Inter. But yeah, like I actually have video of the challenge, but apparently this game was being pretty shambolic.
They have been really attracting a lot of Merida themselves. I'm just looking at the stats now. Fiorentina beat them 11-8 shots. This is the difference is shots on target was 4-7. But Fiorentina with 59% possession, 488 to 343 passes. Actually is 82-73. Like basically it looks like Fiorentina by the stats. Now, I didn't get to see it. I haven't seen the highlights or anything yet. By the stats right now, Fiorentina did send it to Inter. It's just, I'm thinking Inter probably has that little extra bit of quality.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree.
Yeah, Fiorentina. I mean, they're...
Yeah. So I'm gonna share this real quick, just to kind of, because, you know, we got screwed by VAR, but it's kind of interesting to see someone else get screwed by VAR and not us. But take a look at this. So this is apparently the foul that happened. That should have been a red card. Look at that right there.
Oh, I am gonna expand this one. Oh, like, wow. Look. Jesus. Yeah. That's bad.
Apparently he didn't get a red card for that.
How do you not? And that's in the box or?
Yeah, look.
Oh man, late. Yeah. That's 100% a red card. That is so dangerous.
Yeah, that's absolutely nuts. So I thought the Salernitana missed call was bad, but that's just as bad too. But you know, I'm not trying to say that, you know.
Sorry, I'm just thinking that just random news that just popped in my head because there's a Fiorentina connection. Frank Ribery.
Yeah, he's retired.
He is apparently going to be getting a coaching job with Salernitana.
I thought it was a director gig.
Is it director?
I thought
Okay,
it was.
it's an office job. I didn't actually really see the article. I just saw that he's getting a job with Salernitana after his retirement. So, I mean, the guy that just never quits. I don't personally really like him. I think just the teams he's always played for perhaps is gonna maybe not like him.
And then Bones, so that was studs were showing. He like jammed his studs like literally right on Bonaventura's knee, and it was late.
Yeah, I mean, that's 3 checks in the box right there. Studs above knee. Oh, it was on the knee, which is worse than
that's worse.
That's worse. Yeah, just straight up. I can't. That's insane. Who ref that one?
I don't know.
I wonder. Because and I'm bad with remembering what their names are, but when I see him on the television, I'm like, oh man. Do you remember in hockey? He was the worst in like all the sports I've watched. I want to say like early 2000s, late 90s. His name was Magoo. And he had these massive glasses. Now, if you know, like this is obviously before my time, but there was an old cartoon called Mr. Magoo, and he was a really old, crusty blind dude. And I swear to God, this ref was Mr. Magoo. I have to find a picture. Gotta do it.
That's nuts. Yeah, sorry again, everyone, that we're kind of a little bit off topic. It's just this was kind of a really big game that kind of affected us on the table. Also, there is a lot of controversy that's going around it as well, too. Yeah, the fact that wasn't a penalty or a red card baffles me because there was no intent to play the ball unless like he was like stuck in a time warp. But so the one thing too, so we've got a couple of things that we want to talk about as well. Unfortunately, we do have some bad news. Leonardo Paredes is out for 12 days.
There's worse news is probably a nice way of saying it.
Yeah, there's worse news, but it's also not the greatest of news.
There you go. I just showed who Mr. Magoo was. Just basically an old blind dude. Just so y'all know what I'm talking about with my really old references that nobody understands because I guess, I don't know. I'm just an old man. I'll get my cane out.
Yeah, so I believe it's a hamstring issue.
Yes, so I heard hamstring and then low grade. Where is it? Low grade. Yeah, just left thigh injury. So very general.
Yeah, so I mean that's just a tweak, but and this happened in training too. Was it during the match or was it during training? Because I keep hearing conflicting reports. But here's the article. Bam. Juventus celebrate the Chiesa return, but lose Paredes for 2 weeks. I mean,
that's a win.
It is technically a win.
Yeah.
So, going off of the article real quick, I'll just summarize it real quick. So, again, we received a huge boost with Chiesa with his comeback, but unfortunately, Paredes is out by a thigh strain. So, Chiesa's return is taking a little bit longer due to expected just because of the risks of a relapse, but he did take a huge decisive step forwards, playing 45 minutes in a friendly, which was organized at the Continassa. So, again, it's a simulated game. The environment's controlled for the most part, but the game was the under 17s and the under 19s, but Chiesa still scored twice.
The score was 7-1, by the way.
Yes. I believe
So
the under 19s absolutely like romped them. But the thing is, guys, so we want to iterate this. So this does not mean that Chiesa is ready to come back to Serie A next week or even in the Champions League. But again, it is a nice big step forward. The issue is, though, with Paredes, he felt pain after a substitute appearance after the win against Empoli, which kind of sucks because he only came in for like not even 10 minutes or 10 plus minutes. But according to Sky Sports Italia, it's so serious that apparently it's serious enough where Paredes will have to miss Benfica and Lecce. Well, he's also a doubt for the showdown versus Inter. Yikes. So apparently the article finalizes it by saying it was the femoral bicep in his left thigh, which requires roughly about 12 to 15 days.
Yeah.
Dude, this injury thing is really starting to irritate me. It's a bunch of muscular injuries. These guys either A, need to get them them vitamin D from milk or something. He needs some milk. He needs something like that, or this training staff's got to sort this out, man. This is starting to get really irritating.
It's wild, but I'm going to put a good spin on this. It means that we're probably going to see a bit more Moretti, possibly Fagioli, these young midfielders that we have. When the opening is there, it also means that McKennie, I mean, he just had a good match. Pogba's coming back as well soon. Does that mean he gets an extra start or two? I mean, it's not the worst. Paredes, 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm not too concerned. It's annoying. I get it. What you're saying. So many injuries, especially these muscle injuries specifically, that can be avoidable. But yeah, I mean, I'll just watch Moretti instead. I suppose that's the way I'm looking at it.
Speaking of Moretti, our buddy Moretti is officially listed as Serie A's Golden Boy.
Is that not amazing?
That's awesome.
That is so cool. Love it.
Like,
so
I am super stoked. Yeah, big congrats goes out to Fabio Moretti, just because, again, he won it.
Yeah, he did. He's doing great. So, yeah, speaking of some youngster, Yildiz has apparently really been lighting things up. I just watched one today. It looked like one of those FIFA moves where you just like send it over the top and he just runs half the field and scores it in. It's pretty wild.
Did somebody post that in our Discord? Because I think we have that in our Discord, the actual goal.
I thought I saw it on Twitter, but I mean, there's things everywhere. Let's see.
I know.
Let's see.
It might be on Twitter, or was it our Turn Giants chat, like with all of us in it? I know we got it. It was some point yesterday morning, because we'll share it with you guys. It's just we gotta find it somewhere. I think for sure it was a Twitter link, but yeah, just talking about Yiditz. I mean, that guy's absolutely insane right now.
Yeah. Everyone's calling for his upgrade to the senior team.
I think that's too soon.
I don't. We'll see though. I don't want to say like right away, but towards the end of the season, at least like 75% through the season, then they start promoting some of these guys just to get them some play time. It all does depend on where we are in the season, our position, how healthy we are. Of course, if we're just completely unhealthy and we need people, then I think that would expedite him. But we'll see. We might see him this year. But
do you not think he's a little bit too young?
Yeah, I like I said, it depends. By next year, we'll probably see him get a bit of time, anyways.
All right, cool.
Now, what is his age? 17.
I got the Yiditz clip, so I'll share it real quick. So yeah, just to touch on it, this was the goal that we're talking about. Absolutely. Heat, as people would say it. So that's him right there on a breakaway, 2-on-1. Says, "Thank you, sir. May I please have some more?"
And the guy just falls over too,
and absolutely dunked it on the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
guy's definitely something else, man.
He's got the ponytail as well.
He's got the man bun. You guys know what that means. He's got the man bun. That's why. But
where is he from? Germany. He's German.
Yeah, he's a German with Turkish descent, I believe.
It's Turkish, okay.
But here's another angle of it too, so I can show you this right here.
Born in Germany, he's a youth international for Turkey.
Yeah, pretty much asked that. I think that's a Genoa defender. He's like, "Sir, may I have this dance, please?" And he, boom.
KB's ass is that Caceres. He looks a little bit like him.
It's the German Caceres. But yeah.
Awesome. Good for him. That's exciting to see as well. And again, more youngsters. We saw it yesterday. Illing Jr. with his first match. And that's the thing. Like, I hear more about this Yildiz guy than Illing Jr. This completely out of left field. Showed up out of nowhere. I didn't even know he was dressed. And there he is getting some game time. What was your assessment of him?
Of him, Yiditz?
No, Illing coming on for those few minutes yesterday.
Oh yeah, dude, he was absolutely like he was fast. I mean, he was a hell of an option right there coming in from that angle.
Yeah,
because like I think it was Frankie that told us. Frankie's like, hey man, this guy's gonna cook. Watch out. And we're like, really? And he's like, yeah, this guy's fast as hell. And then he came in and just blew by everybody on the right. And I was just like, oh, okay, good talk, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's awesome. Wasn't expecting it. I don't know if anybody was, to be honest. But
Yeah, I don't think any of us were expecting it, but hey, that was I'm like speechless, to be honest with you.
And what I love too, just to kind of like dig into it, is we won 4-0, guys, yesterday. Like, we didn't sit back. Yes, there was moments where things slowed down, the pace changed, sure, but for the most part, for those 90 minutes we played. And because of that, because of the advantage that we were able to get, Allegri felt comfortable enough to put in super youngsters. I'm just saying, like, super youngsters, like a guy that has zero Serie A experience, like his debut. So that's amazing. That's amazing. We've been calling for stuff like this. We've been telling Allegri to keep on pushing on through the game, so we have the option to do this. So yesterday, we saw it. All we can hope for is that this continues.
Yeah. Well, and then the other thing too is like the youngsters even played well. I mean, look at this. This is the Moretti shot right here. Moretti comes in, crosses it over, takes it. Boom.
This was a nice play too.
Unfortunately, he wasn't able to finish it, but
he had the goalie starting to move the other direction there.
Yeah.
That was not bad at all. I love it.
Nearly beat him on that.
Two youngsters going at it. That's 17 and 19-year-old.
Yeah. So I mean, guys, I mean, we're not La Masia, but we ain't too bad either when we talking about it.
So apparently Caceres was the worst dressed guy. Right now, it looks like Vlahovic with all his baggy suit clothes. I think it was Pirlo that said that. Yeah, there was a couple. Well, it's funny because like I don't care really about fashion. It's not my thing. But there's people on Twitter that are pointing him out. Like he's
in Italy.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. He's in Italy, and that was the thing. Like he's in Italy. Somebody find this man a tailor. And it's kind of true when you got millions of dollars. And I get wanting to be comfortable. I'm totally like that. I hate wearing suits. I'm gonna have to wear a suit tonight. That's why we're doing this so early. I hate. It's a wedding for a person I don't even know. It's my wife's friend. It's the worst. I gotta wear a suit. I hate it. I hate it. But at least I have a tailored suit. Mine had a professional stitch it to my body, and I do not make $7 million. Man, how much does this guy make? Doesn't matter. He's rich. I'm not. So, I mean, good point. Good point. Like, a tailored suit is comfortable. It is comfortable. It's made for you.
Yeah.
You don't got to look like trash. You can look good and be comfortable. I'd rather be in sweatpants, but if I have to, just tailor the damn suit. KB loves suits, apparently.
You know, since we're on the youngster train, this morning, Filippo Ranocchio with an absolute banger against Milan, and he's one of our loanees that we sent to Monza. Mm-hmm. Like, I am gonna show you this because I've got it pulled up. So Max Stratman, I believe, posted this on Twitter. So just take a peek at this, guys. Like, this is unreal. So all the way out there.
Isn't this the guy with the crazy takes?
I think so. Look at that. From 35 yards out. Like, he did that like it was nobody's business. Bigger. So right there, takes it, launches it, bam, top corner. Absolutely insane. And that's one of our youngsters as well. And then I got some good news for everyone. So here's the 9-second clip of Chiesa's goal today. There it is. So there it is. Chiesa driving, going up, cutting.
Make it big, damn it.
Fake. Keep forgetting to do that. But there we go again. Cuts in, moves over, takes the shot, bang. Nobody.
It was a very Chiesa goal.
Yeah, it is a very Chiesa goal. So right there, everyone.
Chiesa that turn right there. That's what made
me happy. Chiesa turn. So it looks like Chiesa's slowly getting there. I'm like totally afraid now. Watch us get
slowly. It's still October, man. He might play before November, and November was like the absolute earliest.
Nah, I guess
It's good news. Like, I'm still not disappointed if it's delayed at this point. I think it's good. But
I say, hopefully we can classify those clips under fair use because we were talking over them and explaining them, but it depends on how petty. Well, it's not. None of this is Serie A clips, so I don't think it's Serie A that's going to be anal about it.
The Juve Twitter.
It wasn't even Juve. That was someone else.
Oh yeah, that was Max. That whatever.
Yeah, one of them was Max, and the other. But
it's fine. We played a bit of Billy Joel the other night. We didn't get hit. I let my Fubo get shown there for a few seconds yesterday. I mean, we have to let the YouTube bots. We got to keep them honest. See if they're actually doing their job.
Yeah, for sure. And it's funny. So there's a thing on Twitter right now from Montero where he says, Yidits on the first team, the executives will decide after that goal.
Yeah, we'll see. Again, let's chill out on the hype train a little bit. We'll see. Because we know, I'm gonna throw his name out here now, because he came to us as a very young 18-year-old, a nice young stud, and he's been struggling. Moise Keane. But it looks like some of the voodoo may have been broken.
Is he turning the corner?
Is he? Well, because some of the comments he's been making, I mentioned one the other night. He said yesterday in one of the interviews, "Oh, they were booing me. I didn't notice because he got booed at the beginning of the game."
Mm-hmm.
And now I noticed this as well because I was editing that video, the match in 90 seconds. So again, please go check that out. Kevin got all that footage for us. But remember how when Keane scored, I was like, "Just celebrate for me! Like, what's going on? Were you offside?" Like, and he didn't. But the angle, now that I have a better angle, and you guys do too, just check out that video. He walked up to the curva and just kind of threw his hands out and kind of said, like, "Well," and they were all cheering because they were booing him at the beginning. He obviously heard that he was getting booed, but it's that mentality that, it's just water under the bridge. No big deal. I'm just going to go out there and prove him. I hope that's where we're at now with him.
He was very live yesterday from what we saw, because a lot of us were sitting there and like even Kevin said, because I was like, "Kevin, you think Vlahovic is letting him do this to get his confidence going?" And Kevin even was like, "No, I don't think so. I think Keane decided to show up today," which is good. I mean, if Keane shows up, that gives us another viable chance on the offensive side. It's perfect for us. So hopefully,
I've always been saying too, like, yes, we've bought him. We essentially bought him for 35 mil. Plus, there's probably some bonuses thrown on there, sure. But, I mean, he is ours.
Yeah.
He's technically a homegrown, even though he's bounced around a bit.
That's what she said.
He's only 22. I know he has not made a lot of friends the past couple years, but if he starts lighting off, what a young stud we have on our team now. And it's no extra money out of our pockets at this point.
Yeah.
So let's get fired up for him. Like, I've been waiting for like a season and a half. So let's go. This has to happen.
So Keane actually did a post-game interview and made some comments. And he said this. He said, "We have to continue this momentum. Also, we are working hard as a group. The points that we have had are not enough. And now every game we have to show and play just as we did in this match and move on." And he said this, "At pregame, we looked at each other in the face. Even before the game, in the middle of the pitch, we told each other that we must not give a meter to Empoli and we must give everything for the fans, for the jersey." He then continues. It's actually a pretty long interview. He says, "It wasn't," and this is where he talks about the fans. He says, "It wasn't easy for me at the beginning because I struggled a bit anyways, but I had teammates who supported me and helped me a lot. I always put in the work despite what everyone tells me or what everyone reports. The important thing is to show it on the pitch, which I need to do now. The group does so much. I have been able to understand them. They have been there for me during my difficult time, and I hope to continue to be able to support and help them." It's a very mature response from him.
Yeah, mature. It does sound very mature, and that's what I'm liking from what I'm hearing from him lately. So maybe he is starting to turn a page. I really hope so, because I really want him to be good. I really do. I think he has so much potential. So, Keane, we'll see him. Oh, well, I guess we don't know if we'll see him midweek, but hopefully, Lecce is another good match for him to
You say maybe as a substitute, but I think for sure he's playing at Lecce.
Yeah, I
would be shocked if he doesn't.
So, speaking of goal scorers, Rabiot, Daddy. Yeah. I mean, of course, we saw it yesterday as too. I still can't believe it. I was in so much shock yesterday that you predicted that.
And here's I was just say here's the quick clip
talk. So I'm gonna tell you this. What if I put my money in this? What if Adrian Rabiot scores another one?
You're gonna go for a second Rabiot brace.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna lock it in. Lock my final answer.
He is our Champions League top scorer.
I'm just saying Rabiot, second goal.
You got
2 minutes. I want to say Cuadrado, but I think it's gonna be Rabiot.
You have 2 minutes for anything to happen. And Frankie, if Empoli score, you're the week's winner. Yes, you just got it right.
Did I really? I'm lagging.
I see it on the foot mob before, but he got the tap.
Oh my god, that's funny.
The tapping of dreams. This is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Empoli, they're not going back home on the bus. They're walking home. They're making them walk home.
As our buddy Frankie says, with the amount of goal scores that we had and the goal scores in general, Empoli probably walked home that night.
Oh man, I was beside myself last night after the. Okay, so I predicted the first 2 goals, and then you predicted the next 2 seconds before they actually. It was insane. I still can't believe it.
Yeah, too bad we didn't put any money on that.
But I mean, for the rest of you, you get something free. Right now, we're giving away sticker packs for any correct predictions, either here in the live chat or the unlive chat. The normal chat. What do you call just like the normal the chat that's not live?
Yeah, just
like, chat.
The Discord chat.
Discord, I don't care. If you come at me with an email and tell me a prediction, I don't care. I'll throw you in the pot. We haven't had any winners the past few weeks. Unfortunately, Frankie, he was pretty close. He got 3-0. But yeah, I mean, you gotta get the names right. You gotta get the score right. Just get in the Discord and every time, it's so easy. All I do is I hit this button and bam, there's a QR code. It'll drop you right in.
Oh, yeah. And then going back on the Rabiot thing. So I was reading stats on FOTMob this morning. You want to know who Juventus's highest rated player this season is?
The highest rated on FOTMob.
Highest rated on FOTMob.
You're
for the season.
It's either Rabiot or Cuadrado somehow. Because Cuadrado got a 9.1 yesterday.
He was the highest rated of the match, but not the highest rated of the season.
KB says Cuadrado.
No, the highest rated player for Juventus
this season.
Currently. This season, all Serie A matches.
It's Rabiot. It's got to be Rabiot then.
Is Adrian Rabiot with a 7.5. He is rated as the best player on the team right now, allegedly by FOTMob.
And because of these performances, and let's be honest, they haven't been beautiful necessarily, except when he scores. Yes, he pulls beauty out of his ponytail somehow, but he might actually get a renewal at this pace. They are considering renewing, obviously for the right price, probably not $7.5 million. I would like to see it no more than 5. I'd like to see it closer, like 3 to 4 with bonuses, perhaps. But he might get renewed now. We were talking.
Didn't we call it yesterday?
A couple months ago.
Even Kevin asked me last night. He was like, "Hey, what would you think?" I said, "If we're renewing them, it's going to be a renewal off of a team-friendly deal. I would not see a
we'll see.
Deal.
We'll see because Veronique, of course. But like 2 months ago, we were calling for his head. We were just 2 months. Starting 2 months ago, going back like the past 2-3 years, we wanted him off the team, and now all of a sudden he's our best player, and we're going to renew him. I'm telling you, like the world is turning upside down right now.
I don't think they're going to open talks until January.
No. Well, I mean, the board, of course, discusses it.
Yeah, I think the board's probably sitting there saying, like, is this guy? Because I said it last night. I think Rabiot's trying to play to get into the World Cup, and KB said that too. So I don't know, man. Because the thing is like.
if we get SMS or if the SMS door opens, then I wouldn't even grab Rabiot then. Like, see you later.
Okay, mark my words. I'm throwing this prediction out. Lotito is so stubborn. SMS is leaving on a free.
So
we have to wait a year and a half.
I'm gonna raise you one here. So I saw this article. I don't know how credible it is because I forgot the author of it, but they're saying that SMS can get renewed by Lazio, but there will be a release clause.
So that's part of the contract. They have a free renewal on him?
No. I'm saying they're trying to get him to renew.
Okay. But he won't renew unless there's a release clause.
His age, no, Lotito is offering to put in a release clause. Which makes
what, 120 million?
Probably. They didn't say the numbers. They just said that's the potential.
Well, I'll be interested to hear more on that then, because
I'm curious to see as that develops because they're planning on pitching it in January. So if it does happen, it's going to be in January. It's not going to be right now.
Yeah, but again, still way too early. I hate all these transfer talks. So we're not okay. I love transfer talk. I think it's great. It's exciting. So much drama. But I also think it's useless talking about this. Not even in November when there's a World Cup coming up still. It's mostly just dumb. Unless it's something like Bernucci activating an option. Okay, that's not transfer news. He's activating an option. That's stupid. Whatever. Let's get over it. I don't know. It's just premature. Let's just move on.
Yeah. No, I get you. And then, so the one thing that we're also talking about as well is that KB asked us this question in the Discord, so we'll shout it out right now. So he says, what do you think the players wanted from Max that has changed their attitude? Do you believe that the whole group is committed to finishing the season strong despite not liking Allegri as a coach? I don't think they don't like Allegri, because the one thing is, I wish I could have snipped it, but watch when McKennie gets subbed off. Him and McKennie are literally dapping each other off on the sideline. Like McKennie trusts Allegri, Allegri and McKennie look like they have a great relationship with each other. To be honest with you, I never believe that half the club hates Allegri, the other half doesn't. I think that's all bullshit, in my opinion. I think it's just a bunch of clickbait stuff that people are spamming out there to capitalize on that. And again, I'm a little bit frustrated with some content creators, some Juve content creators that like bought into it and like made live streams and videos based off of it just because they wanted to capitalize on like the rage at the moment. Or it's like now it doesn't even seem like that's it right now.
Now the question is, are people just trying to capitalize it, or are they just kind of sheep to the Twitter gods?
I think they're sheep to the Twitter gods.
I don't know.
And then also,
I'm not trying to trash anybody, but I think
but like think about it though. Let's just sit here and think about it for a minute, because the thing is when did all that crap come out? When Juve was losing, when we were kind of in a crappy position.
Yeah, you'd expect that to come out, of course.
Yeah. So the thing is like, and the YouTube game is about entertainment, or like the social media game is about entertainment. So hey, let me not vet this and confirm this properly, and let me just spam it, and then boom. Because the thing is that performance that we saw was not my team hates the coach. No, you don't win 4-0 if you hate your coach. Even if half that roster does.
So, okay, this is my take on it. Now, to say the team hates the coach, that's pretty strong.
It is.
So, there's probably some level of misunderstanding, or there was, and there probably still is to some level. Like, things are not just perfect all of a sudden. It was still just Empoli. If we smash Milan or Inter 4-0, then we can be like, yes, all right, we have got things sorted out. So, I mean, let's just chill out a little bit. But part of this whole retiro thing is to come together as a group, spend time together without those distractions. It's basically you're spending, in this case, it was what, like 2-3 days, and then they did another day or so. But you're just with your people, your core group of people that you have to understand intimately. And with that, and there's probably some little fights here and there, and bitch sessions, if you will, and that's all part of it. That's part of the healing process. But they're learning each other. emotionally, physically. Obviously, on the pitch, they need to be very physically in tune with each other, but obviously, mentally, what's this guy going to think of next? What's his next maneuver? And when you are locked in with your teammates for extended periods like that, you're able to communicate at a higher level, more efficiently, for longer periods of time. And communication is what creates relationships. So I would like to say that the relationship between players and management, coaches, what have you, have through this tutorial have obviously been strengthened. The bonds have been strengthened. So it's not that all the players hate Allegri, this or that. It's just now they are at a higher level of communication. That level of communication allows them to work more cohesively and produce a better product overall.
You got it. I mean, it's funny because literally Allegri's quote is this: the greatest satisfaction now is that the team plays more as a team and interprets and communicates the matches better between themselves. We're playing more vertically, which is positive, and then there's a desire not to concede goals. We saw that yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, again, Quadrado did make some really stupid plays in the back. Not throwing him under the bus. Sorry, not sorry, but I am. But the thing is we did. I mean, yeah, we started off hot for 20 minutes. We bogged back down, and then we came back up. And guys, like, yeah, I get it. We didn't get popped in the mouth. I get that. That's a fair argument. But dude, scoring 4 goals in a match is not easy. The only team
like we said multiple times, it could have been 5, 6, like
easily.
We hammered them yesterday.
Because their goalkeeper made some great saves on Moretti. He made some great saves on McKennie. Milik just unfortunately missed a couple wide. That's easily 6, 7 goals. Like that team, even Kevin said, like the stadium was ecstatic. Like he said, that's the most fun I've ever seen the team ever. So like, I just kind of want to laugh at those Twitter overlords that are trying to make it sound like we were absolutely shambolic and shambles. I mean, Dave and I were disappointed, but we weren't going on this train that or that train there, or if the players are there. We sat back and we watched, and this is it right here. I mean, that isn't a team that's not behind their coach. I've never seen a team that isn't supporting or at least on the same page with their coach get 4 goals.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a good step in the right direction.
It is. Now we need to see how we handle Benfica. Right now it's on to Benfica and then back to Milk or Leche. But that's my nickname for those guys. So we're gonna have fun that next weekend. But the thing is like, relax. We're getting there. It's slow steps, just like how we had that conversation with KF Squad on one of our call-in shows. I get it. We're in a terrible spot. People are bantering the hell out of us, but once we get out of it, then they're going to be on their knees begging for forgiveness. Emphasis on the knees.
Emphasis on the knees. Yeah. No, I think the most important thing. I mean, we preach this all the time. We're fans of the club. We're allowed to be upset and disappointed and angry. We're allowed to have all these emotions. It's a fanatic. Fan is short for fanatic. You are having irrational emotions for a sporting club. I get it. But at what point do you stop becoming a fan? I mean, are you just a fan because that's what your father told you to be when you were 2 years old? You're a Juventus fan. So now you're locked in, and because you hate being a Juventus fan, you're just going to spend your whole life's energy on hating on them? No, that's not what any of us should do. It's like, but you just got to be positive. At the end of the day, even in the worst times, I mean, you guys did it. It was you guys yesterday, especially like KB, Frankie, KF, Bones, yes, Niket was in there. I know I'm missing a few of you, but man, like we threw those vibes out at Keane, at McKennie, at Rabiot yesterday. I'm telling you, that's all you need. You just need some good vibes, a little bit of faith, and some hard work. Obviously, we have to rely on the players, the coaches to do the hard work, but it's coming together. And yesterday, I hope it's not a one-off. I hope I'm not just getting a little bit of a tease here, because my God, it was great. It was.
I know, we had so much fun.
It was, man, with Frankie, he came on, Kevin popping in and out. It was so fun yesterday.
No, it simple as that. So speaking of yesterday, so I'm going to pull up the official player ratings on the overlay here. So the one thing that we all laughed about and we're still going to laugh about is our man of the match, Juanito Panito Cuadradito with a 9.1.
9.1. Sorry, I covered it up there, but yes,
So
9-1. I still can't believe that either.
which I'm a little bit disappointed because I think Kostic should have got man of the match because he was absolutely balling.
Got an 8-0 or an 8. What's their
He was
lowest? A
balling.
7-1 again. Or 6-3 Vlahovic. Yeah.
But he got it. Keane got the 7.8. We've got McKennie with a 7.9. Locatelli with an 8.2. Mr. Rabbit with the hairspray over there with an 8.9. Danilo with another assist with an 8.0. Bonucci 7.2. Rugani 7.1. Szczesny 7.5. And yeah. And then moving on to the stats. So this is one thing that I wanted to illustrate as well. This right here. Oh, can I move this?
We got more goals than our XG. That's probably the first this season.
Yeah, we did. But the thing is so I saw this on Twitter a lot. People were like sitting there just absolutely like harking on us. They're like, or harking, they're about like, oh man, still the same stupid project, this terrible squad, nothing's changed with 42% possession. Like, okay. Look how lethal. How many shots we had? 21 shots, 7 big chances. They had 58 possession, 12 shots, 0 big chances, 0.66 expected goals. That was the ratio.
Yeah.
So, like, you wanted to, like, stop. Sometimes we got to take a step back and stop reading into the stats.
Well, you can read into this in a sense. You have 42% and you won 4-0.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? It means the other team tried to maintain possession as much as they could because they knew when they lost possession, they were getting attacked and often scored upon. What does the 42 mean then for Juve? Is that
Efficiency.
they didn't get the ball as much because Empoli was doing their best to keep it away from them. So knowing that when they got the ball, yes, efficiency. They made sure when they had it, they did their best to put in the back of the net, and that is what they did. So you want to look at 42 and say it's crap? No, in this case, 42, it's all about context. If you put that into the context that I just explained, 42 at a 4-0 scoreline, brilliant. Efficiency. That's what I see. There you go.
It's it, man. I mean, I think this squad, once they start gelling, once they start settling more, once they start actually understanding each other, start building those interpersonal relationships with each other, we're gonna see them start taking off and popping off. And guys, Chiesa and Pogba, if those guys come back fully fit and start doing their thing, dude, we might go for a run. I mean, right now, this is the best time to build momentum for January and February. When you start chaining together some wins in October, November, December, and you start driving, you're going to start cooking at that point. Because right now, we've got the olive oil. Once we get that olive oil going and we start throwing in the minced garlic, the mushrooms, the onions, start sauteing that bad boy, and then we start getting the Alfredo out. And then we get the Alfredo, put it out there, let it simmer, get it to thicken, and Chiesa is the Alfredo. So we get Chiesa just to simmer a little bit, and then we throw Pogba, the noodles, in there because, get it his hairstyle. You get that in there, and the next thing later, everybody else is the Parmesan that goes on top, and you got yourself a smashing chicken Alfredo going.
Buddy.
Let it simmer. I think I'm positive that we're starting to trend in the right direction. And right now, for my head, we're on to Benfica. Whatever happens, happens. But once we start chaining together some wins, I think what will really kickstart our run of form is if we are able to get this big result in Benfica. If we get something in Portugal, if we get a win out in Portugal, you're going to see this team start flying.
Oh, for sure.
This team is starting to build confidence, and I'm not trying to spew some positivity bull crap or anything like that. But like the one thing that I want that I've seen is this team is starting to rally against each other. They're starting to rally around their squad. They're starting to actually get together. You can see by the attitude of the players, just everything in general. So I think hopefully we can get that win against Benfica because then we are going to start flying.
Absolutely. And you know what I would also love to do to the naysayers is if we do continue to fly. the people that came out and said the Tritos are old school, they're useless. And then that was also when the players came out, started complaining, "Oh, I want to go home, blah blah blah," and I got mad at that. And again, I'm harping on it, and I'm gonna not quote because I'm gonna not say it correctly. I heard this years ago, but I was listening to a podcast back in the day. It was a Navy SEAL, whatever, military nonsense. So he was talking about the really hard training that they have to go through. Obviously, right? These special, whatever, Navy SEAL dudes. He said that you go and you do an operation or some training, whatever it is, it sucks, and everybody complains about it when it's happening. But after the fact, when you're all warm and dry and the mission's complete, you brag about how much it sucked. All that crap you went through with your buddies, you're going to your guys that didn't go through that, and you were saying, "Man, you missed out. That was the greatest experience. That was so good. And now I'm best friends with this guy because I went through like the worst situation with him." So you want to tell me that return arrows don't work? I mean, the world's most elite soldiers are doing this kind of stuff. So tell me it doesn't work.
Yeah, I kind of trolled the retreat a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. Got to be transparent here. I did say it was a little bit corny for a little bit.
Yeah, you did, but whatever. I'm throwing my weight behind it.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I mean, this might be the first time I've actually seen a retreat on an actual like squad work, a professional team work well. Because all the other times we've seen people throw squads into retreats and all that other stuff. I should probably take off this thing so we can see each other. But like the one thing is like I would always sit there and be like, that's like if all else fails, we just throw a retreat, and it's kind of like a half-ass thing, and then that's usually when the manager gets fired. But it looks like the team actually rallied around each other in this one. So
yeah, you got to do it right.
Yeah, I mean they did it right. So I'm gonna eat my words because I did say it was corny at the beginning. I'm all about transparency, especially on this channel. We're all about transparency. So I did say it was corny, but I think it looks like it's actually going in the right direction. It's actually working out for him, and I'm happy. I mean, the thing is I always tell people when it comes to certain things, if I'm wrong on a take and the benefits the club, I'm happy that I'm wrong.
Absolutely.
So moving on to some more statistics that we got here. So going over it again. Watch also, guys. Alex dropped a really good short on Dak Calcio Boy about Kostic. Like he was balling. Yeah, it's a short. I didn't. I should. I wish I could share it, but I didn't ask for his permission yet. So I don't.
We should get him back on. We'll get him back on soon, anyway.
I don't want to share his content without his permission because it's a thing of respect.
Yeah.
So watch his short. He talks about Kostic and he talks about everyone whining about the 36% possession. It was actually funny. So
definitely support his channel, guys.
Yeah, we love Alex, guys. He's a really cool dude. So just kind of going over again. So we got 21 shots to their 12, 6 off target, 7 shots on target, and we scored 4 of them. That is an over 50% conversion rate. That is awesome.
That's a nice stat.
And then 8 block shots. We had 15 shots inside the box. 8 of them were blocked. 6 were outside the box. Passes 533 to our 379. Here's the thing too. 32 accurate long balls, and I'm gonna bet my money that Kostic supplied about like 28 of them.
And I know there's sentiment towards him that all he can do, he's a one-dimensional player of being able to just lob those long crosses in. But we needed that. Like again, it's context,
we need
right?
Because like look at the right side. We don't have that on the right side. We've got no attack off the right side. We have him on the left side doing that. 13 accurate crosses, 10 of them belong to Kostic.
I want to see Chiesa, like when Chiesa has health. I hope he plays on the right. He's a right winger. I don't care what anybody says. And if you have that essentially like an inverted winger where he's cutting in all the time. I mean, we just saw that with what he did here in the Primavera, right? He cuts in. So you have one guy cutting in on the right and the left guy just sending in artillery for these guys just bombing forward. Vlahovic, Chiesa. I mean, maybe like a McKennie or a Rabiot just like flying in there. I mean, we saw that yesterday just without Chiesa.
Yeah, guys, I'm really liking where we're going offensively if everything continues off this this projection. But this 4-0 win, guys, this is a big momentum booster right now. It's a confidence booster as well. Going into the expected goals, we beat our expected goals. That's the first time we can ever say that. We also beat our expected goals from open play because we got 3 goals from open play. We didn't beat this. No, we did beat the second half one because we scored 3 in the second half. Set play, we beat that because we got one off a corner. And then, yeah, absolutely beast mode.
Yeah, and Frankie's saying, yeah, I mean, it worked for Frankfurt against Barcelona. And here's another thing. Yes, you can't have a team of one-dimensional players, but if you have a guy on the left that is known to just bomb things in, you have to tighten up to that guy a lot more defensively. So now you're pushing guys out wide to cover this, which is going to leave even more space in the box if you can deliver that cross.
Yeah, for Dusan. And then the thing is, too, imagine if Chiesa's on the opposing side. So then any loose ball that Vlahovic doesn't get, Chiesa can slot it home.
Sloppy seconds, baby.
Sloppy seconds. So I like where this is going. I got a good feeling.
It's good vibes tonight, man. We're vibing. It's good. I love it.
Yeah, it's just there's stuff to actually like. Part of me is excited.
Yeah.
Like, is it premature? Like, is it a little bit premature for me to say that I'm excited?
It's premature to get your hopes up for long term, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here saying
be excited. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not saying that we're going for the title. I mean, we're still 7 points back, but like, I'm not saying that, Scudetto favorites and, we're winning this year or any crap like that. But like, guys, man, if Pogba plays how Pogba plays and you get Chiesa back, think about that, man. Your strike force is Kostic, Vlahovic, Chiesa, Pogba as your 4 offensive dimensional guys. And then you can sprinkle in Locatelli and Rabiot as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and Frankie says it here. If your wingers are being heavily marked, you got Dusan feeling happy with the space.
Yeah. Like, call me crazy, but that might be one of the best offenses in Serie A.
Kostic, Vlahovic, Chiesa with Pogba. A potential like attacking Pogba.
Like,
yes.
is that not probably one of the best offenses, if not the best offense?
Obviously, you throw in the Milans into that mix for an argument. Sure. Napoli, obviously.
No.
But
come on. Vlahovic absolutely demolishes Giroud. And then I would say prime Chiesa's on par, if not better than Leao. I'm sorry. I think Chiesa's better than Leao.
For sure. But I mean, the stats right now are showing otherwise, right? So I mean, it's only fair to add those guys.
Yeah, no, I get you. But like the thing is like none of our guys have actually played together, our 4 guys. But like the thing is like, dude, like how awesome. Like we have literally the best striker in Serie A and then arguably the best winger in Serie A returning.
Frankie calling for his compatriot here, Chucky Lozano. I'm gonna say a negative on that one.
The way that Napoli plays suits him. I don't think he could play as well anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean he's good. He's good. Napoli just has something going for him right now. It's definitely a team. Napoli's doing what Milan did last year, essentially.
Yeah, they got vibes.
Yeah, going off the vibes.
But
just my Mexican bias. We know. We got you, man.
We know. It's okay. We still love you.
Oh man. Well, I mean that was a good episode. Is there more we need to toss into this one, or any questions from the crowd?
I think we've covered all of our points. We covered our news. We did that. We just I gotta probably do some Benfica reading so we can get ready for our buddy Adrian from Rabona TV.
Yeah, and it's gonna be another busy week. So
we go.
Pre and posts.
Champions League, guys.
Here we go again.
Should be able to do the watch along for
yeah, we'll be able to do that. I have no problem with that. We'll do it
3 p.m. for us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I should be able to do that. No problem. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then next week Lecce. When do they?
Yeah, Lecce on Saturday or Friday.
Man, give me some time off, guys. Jeez. Of course, I type in Juve and it gives me Juventus.com. Oh, I want the schedule. Saturday at noon. So Thursday off. then we'll be in Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
So there you go. So don't show up on Thursday, essentially. Show up every other day. We'll be here.
And then also we're gonna probably get some shorts of the goals from Juventus HQ guys. So
yeah.
Feel free once we start posting that. Also our OGs, Frankie, KB, and all you guys, just spam those likes and those shares so we can get that thing pushing the algorithm. Because right now, I've been doing some reading, and the best way to promote your channel is through spamming a crap ton of shorts. And also it's really weird. I didn't know this until today, because I read stuff while I cook because I'm weird. But apparently if we play the trendy like song that's on TikTok or wherever right now, your thing gets blasted even more. So that's something.
If you make the short and Twitter does this, YouTube does it, it gives you a list of songs of the most trending songs.
Yep. And then
so
you gotta
use the ones in there.
Yeah. So we gotta start doing that. So we gotta tell that to Juve HQ too, so we can use the trending songs. So we can just
he doesn't, but he just clicks on one of them. And KB, we know you've been hitting the likes. All the guys, all your regulars have been hitting the likes. We can tell when things are coming in. Who's I mean, we can't tell specifically, but I have a pretty good idea of response from our fans.
And then once we get like a huge chat, once we start getting like 100, 200 people in here, we'll make KB, Frankie like moderators just so they can do their thing.
The hall monitors.
Yeah,
we're gonna need hall monitors if we ever get big enough for that. So
so it's gonna be the OGs will get the first dibs. We're not gonna make it where it's like, oh yeah, you have to be a member to do anything like that.
I want to throw that out too, even on Discord, right? Because I know there's a lot of things on Discord, and I haven't had all the time to really fine tune things to really get the Discord to that next level. It's not bad, of course, but But yeah, even any admins, hallway monitors, what have you, if you got some Discording skills, let me know as well. We'll maybe hook something up. But
give you some high fives and hugs.
Yeah, and again, because I talked about Discord, I put the little QR code up in the corner. Hit that up. Of course, stickers, guys. Turngiants.com. Check out the stickers. This is for no, that's not it. That's
a GIF.
That's fine. We'll show this anyways. Our new hoodie, of course. So check out the store. KB, I know we got to search you. We got to search out with the store. We're gonna do something there. But make sure you sort it out.
Yeah, we're working on that sticker order thing. We told the boss man.
I'm telling you, just order what you want. I'll just send it. Contact me. We'll get you your stickers. Just order the other stuff. Otherwise, I believe it's time.
It is time. We're gonna do the slow AMSR.
Baby.
Thank you for listening to this post-game Juve Empoli live reactions from the Double D Show. Dave and Dash. We're not talking about titties, guys. Get your mind out of the gutter. Weirdos. But anyways, make sure you like, subscribe, share the video so more people can get their daily dose of vitamin Double D. Thanks for watching, guys. I know Dave's trying really hard to maintain character. He's broken. I wish you guys could see him. He's like cringing and laughing really hard.
I F-bombed yesterday. I'm a lost cause.
Yeah.
Oh man. Thanks everyone. We love you as
Tuesday.
always. Yeah, we'll catch you soon. Thanks, guys.